I'm very happy to have been able to visit two very important facilities this afternoon. Of course, the main reason of my visit was first to understand myself on the ground, everything which is needed to enhance the development in Europe of our recycling capacity. And of course, I could not find a better place to see by myself what has been achieved here on these two sites in terms of recycling. On one hand, of course, recycling for specific materials like, of course, copper, which is, I think, the core business of what we have seen on the other side, on the plant. That's, of course, something extremely important to us in all our strategy. We believe that developing a recycling industry is definitely part of our Green Deal strategy and transition strategy. So we had a very interesting discussions on how to use materials that we will be able to recycle, which is, of course, your know-how, your expertise, of course, not only for coppers, but that's, of course, something extremely important in the very situation that we are coping with. And, of course, I'm speaking about the consequences of the war which has been launched by Vladimir Putin on Ukraine. And of course, we know that in these circumstances, there's a strong willingness from the Commission to increase our capacity to be more self-sufficient in these critical materials. So that's basically the two main reasons why I wanted to come here today. I realize that we have an extremely good know-how, expertise also, which will be useful, of course, for all our industry. And I would like to thank you very much for organizing this tour. It's also very important for rare earths and specific materials, rare materials like germanium. That's from the other side, which is a component which is extremely important for something which is important to me, the semiconductor industry, not only to me, to a lot of things that I'm doing I have to monitor in my portfolio, of course, for the industry, but also for the semiconductors, specific semiconductors for space, defense, and specific activities. We know that for this germanium, we need a lot of these components. We are dependent from other countries or continents to supply this, and it's important to enhance our capacity to be more and more, let's say, autonomous, and to diversify our sources of supply, including through recycling operations here again, with something which is totally different, of course, requires a lot of technology, know-how, expertise, and I was extremely impressed to see all the know-how that you have developed over the past decades.
Absolutely.
In this area. That's encouraging. We discussed also the fact that we may also start to invest and to think of how to replace these critical materials through innovation, and I would say artificially, thanks to science. And I'm very happy to see that we have more than 250 research specialists here in R&D on this side, which is important. I'm happy to see also that you are working with IMEC, with Fraunhofer, with Leti, with ESA also, for these critical components. So that's really part of the global supply chain, I may say. We had also interesting discussion on the fact that from both of these activities, you need energy. And we know that in these three circumstances and time, the price of energy is what it is. You need also a lot of gas. So we were discussing also how to start to replace your dependency, new activity, from gas to maybe LNG, or let's say LPG. From LPG also to hydrogen. So there is a roadmap. We discussed this roadmap. We discussed also what to do if we had to accelerate it. It's important that in all our ecosystems, we are preparing ourselves in the event where we will need to replace quickly some supply of gas by something else, other suppliers or something else. And it was extremely important for me to start also to engage with you on this very subject. So altogether, as you see, visiting these two sites are, for many reasons, at the heart of what I'm doing in the Commission, not only in DG Grow, but also in DG Connect and in DEFIS with satellite and defense. So for all of this, I would like to thank you very much. I will come back with a lot of ideas, insight, and also proposals to see how we could increase our cooperation and to help you, because I think we have a model here that will be useful for Europe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming by today. It was a great pleasure and honor to show you, as you said, the decades of research and development that we have put into the aspects of not only raw material supply, as we are historically a mining company, but we have turned into a materials company. Recycling is at the heart of what we're doing. But especially, I'm very happy to hear in our exchange about innovation part of it, of new modern materials to replace raw materials that are not available abundantly. And you can count on us to support the Green Deal, and we're very much in favor of all the proposed policies and directions. We are strongly supporting this, and you can count on Umicore to further work in this direction. Thank you very much for your visit. Thank you.
Yeah, Commissioner Breton, also from the Aurubis side, thank you very much for coming. And I can only echo what Umicore CEO said. We are also at the heart of recycling, closing the loop. You've seen the potential of recycling copper, but not only copper. We extract 18 other metals from it that are all crucial in one way or the other to the energy transition. And I think we should work jointly, as we are working here at the Umicore Aurubis side, in making Europe stronger and making that transition to a greener and energy sustainable Europe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.